I got it for the most part. I don't want to make it perfectly round. I don't care about it. I just want to knock it off some where it's running more level. This one's about the size I want also, so I don't want to knock off that much. So we knocked off some on the edge here. It's running pretty good. Running pretty good. Okay, that's what I want right there. All right, I'm going to do the rest of them like this, and then I'll be back. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a it's probably going to be a vase, but it could be a bowl if I can't get the right shape that I want. Anyway, I smoothed it out. I've been adding on all these rings. I smoothed it out on the inside. It's pretty nice and smooth. Shaped it. The outside still needs to be shaped. I'm fixing to add this ring. And then I'll add the final piece. Okay. Okay, I made this piece a while back. I think I have a video clip for it, so just in case I can't find it, I had this ring. I had drill holes and put these pieces of the poplar wood in the holes. I hammered them in the holes. Then I decided to take some extra wood that I had left over, and I put some tape on the ends of them, and I put them in a circle, and I decided to put the circle of the spikes inside here, and then I poured the rest of it. I poured epoxy resin on it, and this is just leftover piece, and it's probably going to have to be removed for the most part. So anyway, that's what that came from, just in case I can't find the clip. There we go, the explanation.
It was a really difficult time of upheaval and stress. During that time, I made two decisions that radically changed my life for the better. One, I quit drinking. And two, I learned how to embrace life.
Alright, all I'm doing right now is drilling the holes in it, and then I'm inserting the pieces of bamboo. I cut them in pieces and I'm gluing them in, and that's what I'm doing right now. I can't really film it right now because I'm having a hard time having to hold the piece and hold the drill, and it's so I'm not going to be able to film what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, and we'll get these all inserted in here where I want them, and then we will put it back on the lathe and turn it. Alright everyone, I'm back. I have to make the neck and the lip part of the vase. I know this is a strange looking contraption, but I didn't know what to pour it in. I used an old piece of the coffee creamer, powder creamer. I found a bigger piece of it, so anyway I cut it off, cut the half of it off, and I put some bamboo in there, the bamboo in the center, and I wanted it in the center on purpose so that it was empty, because I need to have a hole in the center anyway. So I poured some epoxy resin and I put a little bit of the white powder in, not a whole lot. I don't want to color it too much. I just need it to hold everything together and cement everything. So Anyway, so I'm going to go from there, and I'm going to cut this down and get it ready so I can put it on the vase. Alright, we have a problem here. There's a crack that's running all the way through here. Now, I put some Loctite glue in that crack. I filled it. So, I don't know that that's really going to work. We're going to see. Hopefully it will. And all we need to do is just get down to the bamboo. That's all I need to do. So I'm not concerned about the outside layer of the epoxy resin. So hopefully it's pretty shallow with the crack, and I can knock off that epoxy resin, and then we can get to the bamboo and shape it. This will be a short piece of the neck coming out. It's not going to be a long neck like I make for the European decanter or the genie looking bottles. So we're going to go from there. All right, let's do this. Woohoo! This is beautiful. This is fun. Let's go. Alrighty, I needed to use my caliper, and I decided what I'm going to do is make the back side, instead of it being glued just flat on the surface, I'm going to make like how would you say, an insert area, like a dowel would be a little bit. So I'm going to measure this down in the back so that it fits this measurement, and then I'm going to cut a hole. Let me bring this. That's what I'm going to do. Let's just put this down here. So that's what we're going to do here. And then I'll open it up just a little bit in this area for the lip. Once I get it on there. All right, let's go. Isn't this fun? All the beautiful, vibrant colors, the shapes, bamboo, using different pieces of different kinds of wood and different techniques, and there are all kind of things out there. I tell you, I don't know that I'm interested in everything, but well, you know, you branch out, and it's exciting. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. This up here. I'm gonna cut the hole in here to that same diameter, and then I'm going to insert this piece in there. So I'm going to insert the neck in there. What's up, everyone? How y'all doing out there? I hope y'all are doing great. This is awesome. Anyway, I have it finished. This is a big vase too. I know it doesn't look like on the video. It does no justice on the size of things and everything. And it's heavy. It's very heavy. And the reason why is because I left the wood thick so that I could insert the bamboo with the epoxy resin filled bamboo. And I didn't know how deep I would need for them to go. So I didn't want to take a chance in it being so thin that maybe it breaks open or breaks or something occurs. So I decided to leave it kind of thick. So it's a heavy vase. So it is what it is, right? We'll just leave it heavy. Anyway, I love the idea of going ahead and getting the circles facing out. I had a hard time when I was looking at videos and looking at images on Google Images of bamboo, wood-turned vases using bamboo and epoxy resin. I simply could not find hardly anyone turning bamboo where it was the circles of the bamboo facing out where you can put them where you want to. Most of the wood-turned bamboo is usually sideways, like I have the lip in the lip part right here. So I thought, I don't want to turn the whole thing like that. I really want to have some circles showing. And I really wanted to kind of put them sideways coming out and have a bunch of them at the bottom. But I did not know how much I'd have left over. And this is a big vase, like I said a moment ago. And I thought I had better just be conservative and just, you know, put dots all the way around the top and at the bottom. But go ahead and space them out, you know, and be uniform about it. So anyway, and I love the fact that I went ahead and used the walnut at the bottom and I used walnut at the top because I used that piece I had done a while back. And it was so big around, I didn't know, and I didn't have anything to use it with, so I didn't know what to use it for. And I thought, well, I'll use it for something. And that's when I decided, you know, playing around with the epoxy resin, to go ahead and use the spikes in there and cover it. And like I said before, I didn't color this area out here to compensate for this gap between this art piece and this round segmented piece of wood. And I really should have colored it the same color and filled it all in. But at the time, I didn't think about it. And that's okay. It is what it is. And it's still beautiful. So the epoxy resin, that's some pretty stuff because you can get your colors out of it. So here's the end. I thought the bamboo sticking up would be fantastic for the neck and the lip area of the vase. It would be absolutely stunning, I thought. So there it is. And it has some extra colors in it I didn't use for all the colors down here, but I did use different colors up here. So anyway, I even decided to finally start signing my name to stuff again. I haven't been doing that, and I really should do that because, you know, when you make when you make some art or something, you really need to put your signature to it, that you're the one who created that. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the dotted vase of different colors. I think it's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I like the shape too. It's very interesting shape. So it's not perfect by any means. I still have lots of things to learn, and while I'm creating and being challenged with new things, but that's okay. I thoroughly enjoy creating art and sharing the art with you, and I love your comments, and I thank you for coming to my channel, and I'm so glad that you enjoy the wood turning and art. I just thank you for just coming here and just being a blessing in my life, and sharing your smiles, your comments, and what you say. Maybe sharing some ideas and your thoughts. And anyway, I'm not going to keep on with the long spiel. Y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.